Want to know how you can win a free copy of Pokemon Sun or Pokemon Moon? Go ahead and visit the first link in the description for more details. So, have any of you ever tried to explain something to somebody, but when you try and explain that whole situation to them, it gets taken one way and it's completely different than how you originally intended for it to go? Now, I want to say and just preface this video by saying, and by no means am I like mad at some of the hate that I've gotten on a recent video. I'm totally fine with it. Like, it doesn't bother me in the slightest, because in some ways, to be honest, I feel like I understand why I deserve it, but at some points I really don't. But again, I'll explain that as we go into this. So I mean, feel free to leave whatever kind of comments you want, like, dislike, doesn't matter to me. But I just want to make some things clear and set some things straight, because some people seem to have misunderstood what I was trying to say in my ALOLA Dragonite video that I posted the other day. Now, there's a lot of things to go over in this, but this is going to sort of be like a clearing up type of video, and it's also going to be a reading mean comments, because goddamn, there's a lot of them. So without any further ado, let's just jump right into it.
Is it too late now to say sorry?
And this first one's my personal favorite. He says, a question mark and saying speculation, I guess he means in the title or in the video itself, because I put it in both, doesn't save you from clickbait, really. I guess, but okay, anyway. There's no actual leak or substance to this. You could have stopped with saying ALOLA Dragonite speculation, but that wouldn't give you as many clicks, would it? So, let's set a couple things straight here. I in some ways can agree with this, but in other ways, I don't really get it. First of all, the first thing that I started the whole video off by saying was, what's going on, everyone in the Jason Nation? My name is Jason, and welcome back to another one of these Sun and Moon speculation and news speculation. Therefore, it's a speculation video, but then again, how would you have known that? By clicking on it previously. The only two things that indicate what the video actually is the title and the thumbnail. So, let's go take a look at those. The full title, and I'll even put it on screen too, even, so people can see it better, is ALOLA Dragonite leaked, ! Dash Japanese website spoiled it. Looking back on it, that part might not have been a bit as much necessary, honestly, but I put that there just because I wanted to have some kind of source to back up why there was a leak for ALOLA Dragonite. So in the first place, I'm already adding in, and let me also mention one thing. As a content creator, your first goal that you should be going for, number one golden rule, I guess you could call it, when making a video title or creating a video, is you do not want to put in like unnecessary amounts of like text in your title, especially towards the beginning. If you are a content creator, you know that when you're creating a video title, you want to have the most important stuff at the beginning. That's a pretty basic rule that a lot of people don't seem to know, but it's a common rule that if you're a content creator, you should probably know that. I'm quite surprised it's made the rounds that it has to people's sub boxes and recommendeds. But anyway, aside from that, I'm already breaking my own golden rule there, but again, I wanted to put some kind of credible source behind it, because I also put a question mark there, because spoiling it, I'm not sure if they spoiled it or if this is something that's like, I don't even know if it was an accident or what the case is. But let's get into the meat and potatoes of this so people can understand here. Let's go to the Japanese Pokemon website. Okay, so here's where we started off the video the other day. Now, this is something that I didn't say in my video, but I want to make this very, very clear to those who don't understand what I was trying to say. And I should have mentioned this again. This part's my fault. I can understand why people got mad at me because I didn't clarify this part in the video, although it should have still been pretty obvious. Like, I feel ridiculous that I actually have to clarify this in the first place, because people were like drawing connections that didn't even have connecting points. But aside from that, let's go on to where I was at before. So I was trying to say that it's odd to me how amongst all the ALOLA Pokemon, there's a Dragonite, and then Zubat is right down here as well. It's really random to me why we have all these different Pokemon that are seemingly all new ones, including the ALOLA forms. You know, you've got Raichu, you've got Exeggutor. Let's even go to the actual Pokédex list to make this a little bit easier. This is another page I was on, right? So you've got a bunch of the new Pokemon here. You've got yourself like ALOLA Marowak as an example. You've got ALOLA Meowth, ALOLA Raichu. We scroll back a bit, we got a couple other ALOLA forms. Got Sandslash, Vulpix, Exeggutor, etc., right? You got a bunch of these new ALOLA forms that are now introduced into the game, which are also, if you didn't know, they are Pokemon that are from Generation 1, and they are redesigned, I guess, for like the 20th anniversary, and so they get their new design and their new look, their new typing, and everything. But the weird thing that just didn't make sense to me was this part. When we actually go over to Dragonite and Zubat on the Pokédex list, conveniently enough, they're placed right next to the most recently announced Pokemon, which would be these new Alolan forms, which is Meowth, Marowak, and Raichu. But the thing is, why are these regular Pokemon in their regular forms? So a lot of people were like, oh, well, you know, those Pokemon were shown in trailers before, so that clearly justifies why they're there. But the thing is, let's quickly look through here. Let's quickly look through this entire Pokédex. So far, all I'm seeing are just brand new Pokemon. I don't see any older ones at all, and there's only about like 40 in this deck so far that I can see. There's no other Pokemon other than new ones except for these two. But if you can recall Pokemon like Eevee, which is also a Generation 1 Pokemon, Ladybug, which is a Gen 2, and various other Pokemon like Salamence and other ones you'll see popping up on screen that I can find, those have all been released in trailers and shown that they're in the game too, but for some reason they're not on this list. So how does that justify that these Pokemon are only here because they've been put in because of the trailers? That doesn't really make much sense to me. What does make sense is that maybe because they were shown in the recent one they were put there. Okay, I understand that, but I still don't understand why none of the other Pokemon that have been shown previously are there also, because it's been shown. Ladybug, you can find that thing on like the second route of the game that was shown in an E3 trailer or E3 Treehouse footage or whatever they called it. I don't even know. When you look in that, it shows you right there. You can encounter it on like the second route. So with that in mind, where's Ladybug? I don't see Ladybug on here. I don't see Salamence we saw in the Solgaleo and Lunala trailer. I don't see any of those Pokemon because they're not here, and they are probably not getting Alola forms. Now again, more people could say, well, they're Gen 1 Pokemon. Okay, that further proves my point of the fact that it's because they might get an Alola form, or they might get a Dragonite. Something to even further prove what I'm trying to say here. I literally can't seem to find the original tweet. It's like it's been almost deleted out of existence. I don't know whether this was supposed to be something that was supposed to be done earlier, or I don't know. You can still see that exact promotional image for Dragonite and Zubat is right there. So all I'm saying is what people like got off on the wrong idea of in that video was, I'm trying to say that there's something possible for these Pokemon. I'm not saying that there's going to 100% be Alola forms for them. The reason why I titled my video that is because I explained in my video is literally because they're put right next to the Alola forms, and so far it seems like the only Pokemon that they're going to be putting into the game from Generation 1, at least that's been the trend so far, are getting Alola forms. And someone else is like, well, you know, Meowth has been shown to have a regular form as well in the game, but he's not in the Pokédex. I couldn't explain that to you, man. I really don't know. There's just a lot of things that don't really add up and make sense. I'm just trying to say, a lot of people were like disliking the video and saying, oh, this is clickbait, this is BS, and again, we're gonna address that in just a minute, but again, I just don't understand it, man. I feel like I maybe I shouldn't have put like Alolan Dragonite, but like I still put it with a question mark. I still put it with speculation. I know people like use those as like bullshit ways to get out of like doing clickbait, and honestly, it was not my intention. I can assure you that it wasn't my intention to get people to start clicking on the video because they think an Alolan Dragonite's been released. But like I feel like okay, let's just go to the title. Let's just actually go to the title here. It's so long that you can't even see it, but like let's just literally point. Here, hold up. So Alolan Dragonite leaked. I literally put the question mark here. You guys know the infamous clickbait question mark. That part of it, yeah, that's supposed to be a little bit eye-catching. As a content creator nowadays, PewDiePie's even said it himself.
I have to clickbait just to stay relevant. It's gone out of control, and I'm here to fix it.
You've literally got to clickbait so people like will watch your videos. It's kind of stupid because I feel like I remember when I used to be able to title videos on YouTube stupid things, and people would be able to like, or they would click on it. I could literally just title Pokemon Soul Silver walkthrough part 1. I did that like way back in 2011 when those games were released. I think that's the year they were released in. It was like my 240p webcam, and that's the time when YouTube you could still get a couple hundred views at the time. That was what I was used to, and you could get people watching your videos and actually finding you by titling your videos something like that. But the way the algorithm works nowadays, it's stupid, but it favors people who not only get a large amount of views on their videos within the first 24, 48 to even a week after their video has been uploaded, but it also favors those who can drive a shitload of like revenue and attention towards a video. That's just the way YouTube works. It's a company, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's the way they choose to run their business. But it's just unfortunate that nowadays, because the algorithm's been changed around like that, it's basically not allowing any of us anymore. There's so many people I know who do it nowadays to make videos that aren't slightly clickbaity, I guess, but I didn't even think this was clickbaity. Like, I thought this was a pretty fair title. I've even had an instance in the past, this isn't again me trying to justify this, but I've even had an instance in the past where I've gone back and changed thumbnails, I've gone back and changed a title, I've gone back and done so many things to make sure that a video does not fall under the category of clickbait, because I don't want to be known as that guy that does clickbait videos. Again, one could argue and say that I'm full of shit. That's fine. I mean, you're entitled to your own opinion, but I just wanted to justify the fact that this was not intended to be clickbait per se. But let's go on with it. Let's say what I could have done better, because there's definitely something I could have done better with this title.
Is it too late now to say sorry? 'Cause I'm
Alola Dragonite leaked. Again, I don't see anything wrong with that. If it has a question mark, it's in question. I don't know how else I can really specify that. Like, the only other way, the way some people made it out in their comments is I should title this, there was, actually, no, sorry, caps, that's also clickbait. There's an ALOLA Dragonite that was possibly leaked on the Japanese website. I'm not here to write like a goddamn blog post title. This is a title of a video. People say having too long of a title is clickbait because you can't see what's at the end of it, but having a title that's something like that just makes it longer. So like, I don't understand the logic behind that, but again, whatever. I'm not gonna have people tell me how to title my own videos. I will take suggestions. I'm not gonna bash anybody's opinions. Everyone's entitled to their own. But here's another part of it that doesn't make sense to me. So I even myself, I don't even know why the hell I put in Japanese website spoiled it. I know why I put it in, but it takes up so much space. If I really wanted to be an asshole, let me show you what I could have titled this video if I wanted to be a clickbait king, as you guys wanted to call it, or something like that. Okay, now that's what I could have titled it if I wanted to be like a complete dickbag about it. That right there is screaming, click me, I would like to make your views possible off of this video. Literally, that right there screams clickbait. I could have titled it that if I wanted to, and my video could have had like quadruple the amount of views it probably has. But you know what? I have a certain level of integrity that I wouldn't do that. But again, people could say that I'm full of shit. This is just a rant video. I'm triggered, man. I'm goddamn triggered. Moving on though, the overall point I want to make is I'm sorry if some people were misled. I just feel like it might have been taken the wrong way by some people, and there's still more things I want to talk about with this. So it says the Japanese website spoiled it. Okay, that's fine. But I couldn't have included that, or I could not have included that. I may have chose to not even include that at all. Literally just take that part out and just put Pokemon Sun and Moon speculation. Could have done that, but then like, I don't know, I just feel like that's a really boring title. But again, it still would have conveyed the same message, and I still would have gotten people saying it's clickbait because it literally says ALOLA Dragonite leaked in all caps and then has a question mark. Okay, but then we gotta look at the thumbnail on the side. Okay, so we're gonna look at this, right? This is a perfect example here. So, I could have done this title right here, and that would have been acceptable. Like, I don't see why it wouldn't have. I just chose to make the title longer. But again, my fault being because then it looks like I'm trying to hide the word speculation at the end. So that's my fault for putting it at the end of the title. That's one thing I will take fault in. I could have put ALOLA Dragonite speculation or ALOLA Dragonite leaks speculation. I could have done that. That's my fault. I do admit to that. At the time though, when that one dude made the comment saying this would have got you more clicks, wouldn't it? I wasn't even thinking about that, dude. But you know what? That's a great idea. Too bad I'm not a dickhead and I'm not gonna do something like that and make more clicks off of something, even though I did this time. I apologize again, but regardless, I'm sorry. Like, that's just, I messed up. Okay, that's one thing I will take fault for. But at the same time, you know, there's more to this video than people really understood, and I wish I had said what I had started this video off with showing you that, like, where the hell is Ladybug? Where is Salamence? Where are all these other Pokemon that they've revealed so far? But the official Pokemon company tweeting out about those two Pokemon specifically, using that promotional image on the website as well. I mean, it could lead towards it just being something to do with Team Skull, because I know one of them had a Zubat and then Dragonite was featured somewhere else. It could just be something like that, but at the same time, man, like, to me it seems realistically possible that that's for something much bigger, and it could even be something to be revealed at Worlds. Who knows, man? Like, there's so much speculation going on around that specific thing right now that I don't even know why so many people are hating on my opinion. But again, I'm not gonna be a you-know-who about it and just cry about it. I just want to know. If I messed up, leave it in the comments. Tell me what I did wrong. I'd like to know, and that way we can clarify it up from this point. Because one thing that I've always done, I will go ahead and address my mistakes. I usually am not the type of person to just hide behind all my mistakes and pretend that they didn't happen. I want to address them so that way it doesn't happen again. But at the same time, it's the internet. You can't please everybody. All I'm saying is that there's not really too much wrong with what I did and what I did do wrong. Yeah, okay, I admit that I did that, but I swear to you that I did not do that intentionally. I didn't think it'd even be an issue, man, because I literally disclaimed that it's speculation within the first little bit. Now, the one thing that's a bit problematic with this thumbnail, yes, I will admit, the only thing that does seem a little bit clickbaity and going back on it, I probably should have just, like, changed it or whatever I wanted to do with it. I probably should have just left it as it. No, I don't even know what I could have done, man, but the leaked. That's the one thing. Having an exclamation point there, I didn't put the question mark there. So, you know what? I'm gonna be a good person, and here's what we're gonna do right now, because I didn't even realize that that might have been a big ass issue. There we go. upload that. Now that's said and done, that should clear that up a little bit. Again, I want to do this on video so nobody can be like, oh, well, you just changed it so that way you don't look like you done something bad. I mean, that I can see where I messed up on. Again, at least I'm going to admit to my mistakes. I'm not going to just go about it and pretend I didn't do anything wrong, because that part I did slip up on. Other than that though, I felt like the title of the whole video was completely fair. Like I don't know, maybe it wasn't. Maybe I'm an idiot, but I feel like, to be honest, that's really not that bad. And a lot of people were defending me as well, saying it's not really clickbait. I'm literally explaining exactly what's in the video. But again, it's the internet, you can't please everybody. I'm just trying to do my job of entertaining you. So if you're still sticking around with me and you're not mad at me or something like that, awesome. And also thanks to all, like, there's so many of you dudes who subscribed yesterday because of this video. So those of you who subscribed to my channel because you actually enjoy my content, thank you so much for joining the Jason Nation. I'm glad that, like, you all enjoy my content enough and that video didn't put you off, I guess. I don't really know. Honestly, I felt like that video was gonna put a lot more people off once I started seeing how many dislikes it was getting, but I'm still very, very happy that a lot of you liked it and that you weren't completely thrown off by the videos. So I apologize for some of you who may have been misled. Again, I promise that wasn't my intention, but then again, I'm a guy on the internet. Can you really trust me? That seems to be the mindset of everybody nowadays, because apparently nobody's genuine anymore. Hopefully that sort of clears some stuff up, and also, let's feature some of the best comments from that video, because goddamn, there's still so many I gotta go over. This is literally my favorite comment out of any of the ones that I got. So this guy says his voice is so annoying, but then he goes to correct himself and he corrects the word his. What is annoying? Like, I mean, maybe English isn't this guy's main language. I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't be making fun of that, but like, I just find it absolutely hilarious. Now, this is one last thing, okay? Why did I title it a leak? This is something so important that, like, I feel like needs to be addressed more so than basically anything else that's been talked about so far. So one thing I say in the very beginning of the video, let's say, oh, save changes. Let's go ahead and actually take a look at this. Is this for Titanfall 2? This is totally for Titanfall 2, isn't it? Yep, it is. I've got something a little bit different for you guys, and I wouldn't necessarily say this is leaked info this time. This is more so, at least it seems like so anyway, that this was info that was put out to us by the Pokemon company. It wasn't like an accident, or could have been an accident, but... Okay, again, this is very important, and I understand where the clickbaity part comes in about this. The beginning of the video literally contradicts the title in a sense where I say it's not really leaked info, but here's the thing. When you Google the definition of a leak, of secret information becoming known, or an intentional disclosure of secret information is a rather way to put it. So when game companies are creating these top secret confidential projects for their games and stuff like that, they don't want it to get out there. It's secret information. But when something like this comes out saying that, oh, there might be something to do with Dragonite and Zubat, that might not be something that they intended to put out right away. That's what I was sort of getting at by that. But again, reverting back to what I was saying, the reason why I titled it a leak is this, and it sort of reverts back to that one guy's comment who said, speculation was good enough, but why did you have to title it a leak to get more clicks or something like that? Here's the thing. When people are looking at a video title, and again, this relates back to even what PewDiePie said.
I have to clickbait just to stay relevant. It's gone out of control.
I'm thinking, as a content creator, the best way to sort of grab attention. Yes, that seems a little bit clickbaity. Yes, that seems a little bit messed up, but let me just say that I'm not the only person that does that. And trust me, let me just say, there's some much worse clickbait out there. Believe me on that. Let me just say, at least I'm not giving you a video on Black Ops 3 telling you how to get a ray gun in a supply drop and titling it Ray Gun Supply Drop Opening, and I go through and watch that whole video and there's no ray gun in it. There's a problem. That's the bad type of clickbait. What I see this more as is, it's not, I don't think clickbait is good, because any type of misleading content I feel is just not, it's not nice, man. People don't like to be misled. I don't like to be misled. I've been clickbaited a number of times, as I'm sure so many of you have with how YouTube's been this last like year and a half. But the underlying thing about it is, that's just what it's become nowadays, and as I mentioned earlier, YouTube favors that type of content over content that's just not clickbait. Like, I don't know how else to put it or define it as other than exactly what I just said. But again, yes, it might suck, but realistically nowadays, what are you gonna do, man? What are you gonna do? But more along the lines of, we would rather click a video that says ALOLA Dragonite leaked, but it even has a question mark. At least I didn't not include the question mark. I could not even have to have included that. I did that in the thumbnail, which again, that's my bad. I do admit to that, but I could have done it in the title as well, but I didn't, because I didn't want to mislead people like that, and I didn't put like 20 exclamation points either to sort of push the title farther back and hide speculation at the end. That's because people do that shit, believe me, I've seen it, but I have no intention of trying to do that. You know, in fact, I don't even know, I'm gonna just like reword my titles whenever I'm doing any kind of speculation videos and just make sure speculation is closer to the top, because like, I don't know, man, people just took it the wrong way. But regardless, the reason why, more or less, I just said I put leak there is just, it's more eye-catching. That's pretty much it. But at the same time, it's under the definition of what happened here. Should this have been something that was leaked info? I don't know. The leaked info behind the idea of it might be getting like an ALOLA form seems a little bit meh, but it's speculation on top of a leak that doesn't seem like it was accurate, because again, why would they put just ALOLA, or sorry, not ALOLA, why did they just put Dragonite and Zubat on the website and not any of the other previous Pokemon they've released? Plus, they put up a tweet that is now deleted about these Pokemon. Like, to me, it just seems weird. I don't know. I don't know what to think about it. But again, that's my whole, like, 30-minute rant. I don't know what this is going to be, like, chopped down to. But if you did enjoy, feel free to leave a thumbs up. I greatly appreciate it. And if I don't know, if you want to see more stuff like this, like more of these rant videos in the future, maybe I'll do more of them. I don't really know, man. But yeah, I'm gonna get back to working on a regular Sun and Moon content and all that good stuff. And again, I apologize if some of you were misled or something like that. But again, at least hopefully I've cleared it up now, and I've taken one step further than what most people would and just sort of leave it there to continue raking in views and doing all that stuff. Regardless, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.